Looking for the right answers to hard and sometimes confusing global events? Look no further. SSM's team brings unique perspectives from across the globe. Our in-depth independent reporting is to make you better understand the world as we evolve. In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
A year ago, I wrote a book titled The Final Solution, and I was trying to say to the rest of the world that there are challenges ahead. Now, a prophecy did come, and that prophecy is coming to pass. But I'm telling you, the final solution has been found many years ago in the Bible, because the Bible simply says righteousness exalts a nation and sin is a reproach to the people. So I want you to know that you can get solutions to problems in Ukraine, in Russia, in Nigeria, indeed all parts of the world. We need that solution, and the solution is straightforward. Please get a copy of my book. It's the Final Solution by Bishop Schengen Johnson, and you can find it in Kindle, in Amazon. Just type Bishop Schengen Johnson, The Final Solution. It will come. It's very, very small book you can read within 2 hours, but it contains the final solution. Do get a copy. Not getting it is doing disservice to humanity. Don't forget the final solution.
Hi there, I'm Mary Keurig, and I am a businesswoman in the United States, but I'm also the Global Content Vice President for the Sub-Saharan Open University in Nigeria. I could not be prouder to work with Dr. Osita Anamika and his team on helping to create not just entrepreneurs and skill-based talent that will get out into the workforce and make a living for themselves, but also young leaders. And to that end, with this integrity-rich university environment that's accredited now, and it's just an amazing opportunity for anyone there of any age to jump on board and learn, we want to let you know about a new offering that we have. We have a global governance and diplomacy course now provided by a whole team of people that crosses several countries to put together these resources and lots of great information for those of you who might be on the path toward public service and diplomatic service, NGO leadership, that sort of thing. We hope that you will walk through this open door and enjoy.
Schengen Story, buy your copy. Schengen Story, buy your copy. Schengen Story is African journal detailing events, lifestyle, fashion, various kinds of stories within the Africans in Europe. So you want to get a copy of what is going on. This is our way of putting out our own side of the story in Europe. In most cases, the European media doesn't talk much about the Africans. And if they do, it's negative. So Schengen Story is putting out what really happens within the African community in Europe. Schengen Story is giving out that story, detailing events, lifestyle, giving out all good, great informations of Africans in Europe. So get your own copy, Schengen Story. And if you have a story to tell, you have something to say, you have an article to put out, feel free to contact us, Schengen Story Team, and let's have your story in this epic movement of mainstream media going on in Europe. So get a copy, Schengen Story magazine. Buy your copy, Schengen Story, Schengen Story, Schengen Story. Get your copy.
Good day to you viewers. Good day wherever you are. My name is Matt Godwin, anywhere you are, and I'm here Friday, the beautiful 16th day of January 2026. In the meantime, I'm all alone in the studio. Let's hope that the various coordinators will join us. But if they don't, we just have to be present. We have to be here. We have to do what we have to do. So you're welcome. It's a Friday. Friday is that day we give the international updates. That is, we look more at events and the occurrences around the world. But putting it together, like we say, to make sense to you. So if you're looking for the right answer to sometimes hard, confusing global events, look no further. SSM Team brings unique perspective from across the globe. Our in-depth reporting is to make you better understand the world as we go on. So understanding the world, let's see some of the things happening around the world. The United States suspends visa processing for Nigeria. Visa processing has been stopped for Nigeria. United States suspends that. Not only Nigeria, they say about 74 other countries too. We remember that initially the discussion was people have to pay a bond. You have to put a certain amount of money before you begin your processing. But now they are not even taking any bond. They're not taking anything. Stop, suspended it for the meantime. We see these as extreme measures, because we cannot say that because one or two elements are causing not too pleasant situation for the country, it doesn't put up everybody in that one box. So the visa suspension for Nigeria, and I don't know about the other countries, but basically for Nigeria will really impede and cause a lot of problems for a lot of people, business people, people that have probably planned to travel for different reasons will now be impeded. They will now have to wait until whatever suspension, whatever date that suspension will be renewed. So this is the news coming from United States. Say there are so many things that they are also considering: health status, age of people, financial capacity, the English language proficiency, the ability to speak English. So they are looking at all of this as potential need for what could be a way into having this suspension taken off. So if you have to go to the United States, you have to look at those various eligible factors: health, your age, your financial capacity, how well you speak English language, your employment prospect, and all of that. The United States suspends visa processing for Nigeria and 74 other countries around the world. So this is coming in as a news break also from the United States portal. Now let's go further to other things. Let's talk business too. In the business field in Nigeria, we heard that there's a US tech billionaire called Joe Lonsdale. Joe Lonsdale has done something very, very remarkable in the Nigerian business space. He has invested 11.8 million dollars to a Nigerian firm, a Nigerian drone firm called Terra Industries. Terra Industries produce drones, owned by two brothers, young men. Interesting. So the U.S. billionaire Joe Lonsdale has invested this amount of money to boost drone manufacturing and security operations across Africa. And this is a very, very wise thing to do at this point in time. It's sad that we don't see this kind of discussion in our news in Nigeria, but this is where we should go. And it's also not nice that a foreigner, a white man from another country, will see this startup company as a very valuable company and invest in them. Meanwhile, we have billionaires in Nigeria, in Africa, that could have also done this. So anyway, Joe has invested into the company. Joe says the investment in this company will bring growing amount of drone production. It will bring security issues tackled. It will help protect so many things. So good idea, very good one. So the Terra industry says they are focused on building the African-led engineering solution, and they want to make it a homegrown innovation and also create jobs with this startup. That's a very impressive outing there. So we thank you, Joe Lonsdale, for coming to support this company, investing in this company, $11.8 million. And we hope that the whole thing will go productive, to be very, very fruitful. Yes. So we'll move on now. We also have news in the business line. The new CEO of Dangote Refinery, he says it's a magnificent continental building project, and it will give a lot of purpose. Let's hear a clip from the man. Let's hear this clip from him, what he said about Dangote, the new CEO.
I feel incredibly proud to be part of that, where now Nigeria has gone from fuel scarcity to fuel abundance. But the point I'd like to add to Anthony's comments there, it's not just fuel scarcity to fuel abundance. Nigeria is now enjoying world quality fuels. We have the requirement to be able to always export our finished product. In order to do that, as a merchant refinery,
So what you just heard, the CEO of Dangote Refinery, CEO David Bird. David Bird says this is a magnificent continental building project, and it gives a lot of purpose. He also said now Nigeria will enjoy fuel, the best quality of fuel without hindrance. So that's the David Bird there, the new CEO for Dangote Refinery. Dangote Refinery, like you all know, is a major refinery point for crude oil to be refined. So all the past years, we normally extract the crude oil and take it out to be refined. Can you imagine? And now we have our own Nigerian business person in that business. So it's obviously has to change. Things have to change. And we are truly impressed with Dangote and this initiation of this idea of bringing up this business to Nigeria. Dangote Refinery. Good move. Yes, let's look at more stories coming from Nigeria. Yesterday we had the Defense Minister Christopher Musa warns Sheikh Gumi. Now, Sheikh Gumi, like you all know, is a cleric. He's a Muslim cleric, and he somehow sympathizes with the terrorists. He somehow sympathizes with bandits, you know. So now Christopher Musa, the defense minister, is cautioning him and every other person backs terrorism, banditry, and all of these crazy things they do in Africa. So the warning is going out to Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Sheikh Ahmed Gumi is told to, he says, a friend of a thief is a thief himself. And that's very true. Stressing that, Musa was stressing that Nigeria must desist from justifying or excusing criminality in any form. Very true. In any form or case, know how do we justify this evil going on of terrorism, of banditry, and all of those things, mark X-Men, unknown gunmen, and all of that. So the defense minister has called and out going to desist from sympathizing, to desist from supporting any form of terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. So we hope he will listen. We hope he will put an end to every compassion and every complicit in this whole thing. One thing that must be noted again is the fact that what is evil is evil. We cannot paint evil good. We cannot find a way of making evil look good. There's no reason anybody should kill his fellow human being. There's no reason anybody should take the land or property of his fellow human being, and we still find a way to make it look like it's not evil. It's evil. What is evil is evil. So moving on, that's the news coming from Nigeria. The Sheikh has been warned. Sheikh Gumi Ahmed, desist from sympathizing with terrorists, desist from sympathizing with banditries or bandits and all of that. Yes, that's the news, and we hope he listens. So moving on to other stories, let's look at story coming out from Thailand in Asia. A crane fell on a train. A crane fell on a train that had about 200 passengers, and the crew on board, about 22 of them or so, died. Let's see that video from. Let's see the video from Thailand. So that's the clips we have from Thailand. A crane fell on a train with about 200 passengers, and 22 people in the passengers were killed and several others injured, like the police said. So that crane fell on that passenger train, and this happened on Wednesday. Also, what the update I just got now, as I'm going through, is that the number of dead people have increased to 32. 32 people have died from that very, very disastrous incident there, and 67 people are also being injured. That's coming from Thailand. Thailand crane smashes on a passenger train. So let's go further. More news coming in. Let's see what just came in now. It says federal government withdrew defamation suit against Senator Natasha Akpati-Uduaghan. For those of us that follow the Nigerian news, we know for some time now the senator has been there was a case against her, a criminal case against her, but federal government has finally withdrawn that criminal the charge is actually a defamation case, like the institute they called it, and this brings to an end to the month-long legal battle that has created so much political tension in our Senate. So the case has been withdrawn, and we hope the woman is the senator is giving her free space to do her thing. Yes, free space to do her thing. So we're moving on with more stories. Let's look at the Venezuelan Nobel Peace Prize winner. Venezuelan Nobel Peace Prize winner presenting her medal to Trump. Wow. She presented her medal to Trump. So the discussion there is that Trump actually was the one that a lot of people tipped to take that medal, that Nobel Peace Prize. But it came on this lady. She's a Venezuelan, and Maria Corina Machado. Maria Corina Machado was the one that was given the Nobel Peace Prize 2025. So what she has done, very, very human act there. She presented that medal to Trump. You know, well, she also did that because she said Trump has come to save them. Trump has come to save the Venezuelans, and they are indeed grateful. So we don't know if Trump received that medal, but this is the act the woman has done. So the news there is that the Venezuelan Nobel Peace Prize winner presents a medal to Trump, and that's really human. That's very empathic. That's, you know. So we hope that Trump will appreciate that, even if he doesn't take it in, but we hope he will appreciate it. So we all know what is happening in Venezuela. U.S. forces seized the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, in Caracas, and Trump has declined to a lot of other arrangements people have been making. He has been making also. So these are the updates we have for now. We don't want to take more time. When news come in, we come in here, we give them, and keep our people abreast with world occurrences. So you're tuned into Friday's edition of Global International Updates, SSM, this beautiful 16th day of January 2026. What we'll do is probably just keep on hold now until more updates comes in. Like we say here, we give updates of our news from the African in a diaspora point of view. So a lot of networks are giving their own news, but we are doing it from the diaspora point of view as we go on. So until we come again, let's keep you okay. Let's keep our break. Let's go on a short break. We'll be back. Let's go on a short break. We'll be back. Thank you.
Looking for the right answers to hard and sometimes confusing global events? Look no further. SSM's team brings unique perspectives from across the globe. Our in-depth independent reporting is to make you better understand the world as we evolve. In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
Yes, BD, you are welcome. Yeah. Viewers, with us is BD Nana from Lagos, Nigeria. BD, even though you're coming late, but it's wonderful to have you. We want to have that other side new contact from the other side. How are you, BD?
I'm all right. Good morning, our viewers all around the world. Good to be here today again, 2026. I'm all right, and you?
Mhm. Yes, BD, I've
Good,
done the news
good.
updates, but the analysis is vital. So it's good that you're here. Let's start with US suspending visa processing for Nigeria, even though there are other countries too. But how is that news from your end? What's the story? Why are we being? Why is the visa being suspended? Visa processing being suspended?
Yeah, I think the way get up to get that news is actually trending in Nigeria, and Nigerians have been asking questions. The US suspended Nigeria is among the states and among the countries they suspended. This announcement came from United States of America on Wednesday. They suspended the
Mhm.
processing of immigrant visas from 72 countries. President Donald Trump actually restricting entry from foreigners seeking for life in America. So it's the news, and normally Nigerians are not really happy about that.
Mhm.
The thing that Nigerians, the way they do their things. Yes, it's been there. Everybody's the atmosphere is tense. Is this going to is this going to continue, or is this going to really
Mhm.
is it going to make a change, or is it going to continue? So Nigerians are really concerned what is actually going to happen. Sorry, my gadget is actually misbehaving because I'm not on laptop. I'm on phone. So that is actually what Nigerians don't understand. So I don't know how Nigerians are going to handle it. Because the truth is that we should be informed that we are not alone in this country like Algeria, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Cape Verde. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, there are
And
other countries too.
Ethiopia,
Yeah, but for us, it
Nigeria.
matters. Mhm.
Yeah,
For-
for Nigerians, it matters. For Nigerians, everything is about America. Everything is on. So I don't think there's anything serious we will do, but we'll just watch and see how things plays out. But we are not taking it lightly. Nigerians are not really happy about that. They are not happy about that.
Okay,
The moves have
just
yes,
watch and
that's
see
that
how things play out.
that
Hmm.
yes.
All right, thank you for that analysis, BD. BD, let's talk about some business things too. Yesterday, we had a US tech billionaire called Joe Lawrence-Dale. Joe Lawrence-Dale invested $11.8 million to a Nigerian drone firm called Terra Industries. Terra Industries. Um, so what this means is this company will now begin to produce more drone. If they were doing maybe just two numbers before, three, now the units will increase. Is this good news for us? Is this good news? And why didn't we have why don't we have Nigerian businessmen looking into this kind of business too? Why are we not? Why is it a foreigner that is coming to uh, invest in something that will be useful to our own good society? BD,
Yeah, you're
can,
very,
can you
very
hear me?
correct. The news actually broke out in Nigerian. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you very well. Yeah, it's actually true. A Nigerian drone startup, you know, received 11 million US dollar investment from US tech billionaire named Joe. The investment provides possibility to black tech funders who understand local terrain as well as the operational requirements. Do you understand? So
Mhm.
this is going to actually help a lot of tech industries in Nigeria. But if you look at tech in the world, Nigeria is, I will tell you, is among the top 10. People might not tell you, but when you look at tech industry in the world today, I must tell you that Nigeria must be among the top 10. Yes, then when you talk about that, people like, it's not count of India. I said, yeah, I did not say top 2 or top 3. I say top 10. That is just the reality on ground. Now you're talking about why is Nigerians not Nigerian billionaire, big men investing in such industry. You should understand that we are blacks. Do you understand? We don't value ourselves. We don't value what we have. Now, let's look at is what's going to happen. Is a foreigner have invested in this company. This is when Nigerian billionaires will wake up and indicate interest in this country, in this company. That's how it works. We don't value what we have, and that is why we are where we are. Nigerians who don't value what we have. I must tell you that I don't know these guys, but they haven't approached one or two Nigerian billionaires, but they have looked down on them because what can you offer? You're a black company, you're a black tech guy. What do people have to offer? But it takes an outsider, a foreigner, to see what we in the inside are not seeing. Congratulations to them.
Imagine.
And I think that let's leave this drone now. Nigerian millionaires, African millionaires should look at other tech. We have a lot of tech industries, tech options. They can actually throw their heavyweight behind them, and things will work better in Nigeria.
Be strong one there. So yes, viewers, we are talking business, and this billionaire Joe Lonsdale, you see the photo there, has invested $11.8 million in that drone company called Terra Industries. So we are saying that because this will go a long way. BD, the drone is number one gadget for a lot of things. You know, some people think it's only for video.
Yes.
Some people think it's only for
But
videoing and media, social media.
No. For this insecurity we are fighting in Nigeria today, this drone can do a lot of things for us. Nigerian government are saying, "Oh, we don't know where they
There
are.
you
We
go.
don't know how to track them. We don't know how to do that." With this drone, you can sit in the comfort of your home. You get access to so many things. Do you understand? This drone,
There you
actually,
go.
the company is Abuja. The company is Abuja-based startup company. It was founded in 2024. This is just a new company by Nathaniel Wachiku and Maxwell Madoka. They design and manufacture long and mid-range drones. Do you understand? Now, if you look at now you're asking me why is it that Nigerian millionaires have not indicated interest or tried to sponsor these boys? This company started last year, just barely a year and a few months. For an average black person, for average Nigerian, they will tell you, "Oh, we are still watching you. You're just a new company. How are we sure you can sustain the market's pressure?" These are the things you hear from us. These are the things they will say. But when somebody who is visionary into business sees you, he's not asking you how long have you been in the business, what have you experienced, what are your experience. They believe in you, and that's exactly what this Joe American US millionaire have done in these guys. They were not asking how long have you been in the business. Do you understand? An average African, average Nigerian will consider this before they go into any business, and
Doing
that's why a lot of
business.
us will miss it.
It's sad. It's sad, really. And BD, let me say that even out in the diaspora, abroad, Nigerians abroad, that this is the same mentality a lot of them have. They don't we hesitate to come together to do business, you know, support business and all of that. We hesitate. But when it's social, we are number one. There's social gathering, work well with them, with Nigerians. You see gathering, they will gather to drink and party and marry. But when it comes to real serious issues that will expand the community, that will make big things happen, we don't get down like that. It's terrible, my dear. Thank you. So viewers, that's what has happened. We wish Terra Industry all the best. They now have the tools. Financial support for startup is like a tool in the hand of a farmer. So they now have the tool to produce more drones, different types of drones for farming, drones for movie, drones for war, drones for education, drones for health. You know, you could have drones for health, to the health sector, and all of the sectors.
Do you know that in 2025, there's something I read. I said China is building a delivery drone. I read it.
Mm-hmm.
China,
Mm-hmm.
that they are building a delivery drone. You know, imagine what that can be if they can be able to build such thing, which means this traffic, which means Nigeria will shouldn't be the first country that will need it. If China can afford
Nice.
to build that, that they're building delivery drone, it means movement will be limited and things will be done faster.
Yes.
So you just have a
Yes.
pickup venue and delivery points. So we are watching. Maybe probably this our boys
We
will
are watching.
think in that
We are
direction
watching.
by the time.
And we want to encourage young men, young Nigerians that have creative ideas to come up more and get involved, do something. Now, for Biddy, listen to this. For this white man to come all the way from America to invest in these boys, that means more of such. Because what the white people do is they also go and tell their fellow Americans. They will tell them, listen, you don't come and invest in America again. Let's go to Africa. These young boys are coming up with ideas. Let's go there. That's where the market is. That's where
And
the
now,
number is.
today, as we are celebrating this success, we should look at the challenges these boys might be having. You know, you said
Go
that
ahead.
it's not only in
First of all,
Nigeria,
let
it's
me
even
tell the audience, BD, let me tell the audience that you've handled several times event on SME, small, medium enterprises. You've done things in that space. So you have the power, the capacity to talk about it. So go ahead, tell us. Tell us challenges and what the market looks like, what that sector looks like.
yeah, as we are discussing and celebrating their success, their breakthrough, we should also look
Mhm.
at the challenges that they might have, more especially from Nigerian sector, from African terrain. Now, this money, this $11 million have been saved. The next thing our government will be thinking is how to tax this money. I am telling you, we have a, you know, you talked about how Nigerians, it's not only Nigerians in Nigeria, even Nigeria in diaspora, that they are quick to come out together to celebrate parties, to spend money in celebration, but they don't know, we don't know how to come together to do business, to plan and do business and create wealth. We don't have that, but we are quick. We know how to come, throw all one bed, throw party, do a shebi. You understand? It's good. So the first thing Nigerian government would be thinking now, wherever they are, is how they will tax that money. Yes, I'm telling you, Nigerian government will think how they are going to tax that money. They are going to be thinking how they will be making money from these young boys. They will not think of, oh, now a foreigner has come to empower these boys. What can we do as their government? How can we help them? What can we give them? How do we
Mm,
come in to make
mm.
sure that this company
Strong
sell
part.
and accelerate and get better? Do you understand? Because if this company sells, if this company makes better, many other companies will come out from it. But Nigerian government is not going to think in that direction. What they'll be thinking now, how to tax this $11 million, and in progress now they will not be putting things. If they produce this, how they are going to tax them, and that is how a lot of companies has died in Nigeria. I am telling you.
Oh,
So I they should look out for this. And when these things start happening, because it's certainly going to happen, it is Nigeria, I know my country, is going to happen. And this is why you see, if this thing continue, because it's going to happen, if these boys cannot take it no longer, we are going to lose this company. I am telling you, they will relocate. Their investor will take them out of this country. If they don't take them out of
mm,
Africa, they will definitely take them out of Nigeria. Because Nigerian government is not going to be looking at how they can invest and make this company grow and
mm.
employ many
BD,
Nigerians, get them in the
we
money,
could
many
go
jobs
ahead. We
will
could
come
go.
out of it.
Mhm. We could go on and talk on this because here lies the future for us as Nigerians, as a new generation. The future is productivity. The future is what we're doing with our time, what we're doing now, arranging our lives. So here lies progress for us. So you're saying something very, very critical now because you can say this. You've done events on SME, like I said, small, medium enterprises. So you mean that instead of also coming to their aid to make things easy, there might be some hindrances to pull them down and close this startup.
And
Is that what you're saying in essence?
yes, Nigerian government this morning now they've $11 million. The first thing that will hit on their mind is to tax this money. That's what they would hit. Nigerian government is going to tax this money. I say that's one of those problems that all this tax company has been, noticing in Nigeria. This tax
Doing.
reform that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration has brought. They are going to
Mm-hmm.
tax this money, not only taxing this $11 million, they are going to, check away. They will be taxing this voice in this their company. They will not try to support them. They will not try to give them years. Even in developed world, America have already their tax. They allow some companies years to run. They not just allow them to run. They will help them. Some they will give them loans. Some they will give them grants, and they will make sure they're
Mm-hmm.
stabilized before they start taxing them. But you won't see that in the Nigerian government. No. Once you have started a company or started a business, they'll start taxing you immediately. They are not interested. Is this company doing well? Do they need some support? Let's support them. Have they
Hmm.
stabilized? No, Nigerian government are not ready. All what they are ready is to tax you. And that's why companies are dying on monthly basis in Nigeria
Oh, dear.
society.
All right,
I,
BD. Thank you for this. So,
I
viewers,
and this
yes, thank you for this update, insight you've given, and we hope things will change. We really do. BD, let's do some small news updates again from Nigeria. There's the story yesterday that the defense minister Musa has now warned Sheikh Gumi and others. They didn't mention the names of those others. Now these people, um, they sympathize with terrorism. They sympathize with banditry, and the man is cautioning them against this. He says the friend of a thief is a thief. Do you agree with that word? Do you agree? So now we know, those of us that follow trends and news from Nigeria, we know Sheikh Kumi really is almost like one of them. He supports them. He speaks on their behalf. He comes around talking every time how these people should be pitied and all of that. I mean, who pities a criminal? Tell us. Has the minister now done the right thing, calling out all these people and ready to take them down if they probably continue to sympathize with terrorism?
now, yeah, the defense minister was on national television yesterday, where he was discussing on poverty and lack of education as the reason
Okay.
for insecurity. As the reason for insecurity. So it was on that interview session that he now sent a stern warning to Kumi, Sheikh Kumi, and other individuals he described as terrorist sympathizers and bandit sympathizers. He now cautioned against offering or support to criminal groups threatening national security. Now, he said this, it
Mhm.
was true, and it's trending. I know how Nigerians, how we like to carry some certain news when we see it, we carry to run with it.
Yeah.
This is not the first
Hmm.
time
Hmm.
Minister of Defense or Chief of Staffs or Nigerian government are sending warning to all these people. But the truth is this, after sending this warning to them, and there's another thing he said that I totally disagree with him. He said that Nigerian government don't pay terrorists. And that is pure lies. And I hate it when you
Hmm.
come on national television trying to use the brains of Nigerians if they don't reason or they don't know what is happening or they don't live in this country with you. That one he said is pure lie, that they don't pay terrorists. It is a lie. Nigerian government are the number one payer of terrorists. And that is why Gumi comes to them. Gumi has even come to them last year, 2025, telling them that they should start paying terrorists stipend of monthly. And they were
Can you
negotiating
imagine?
with him. Do you understand? So he has come to send a stern warning. Yes, we'll have this. And this is not the first time the Nigerian government is doing this. And he described that a friend of a criminal is also a criminal. And that he's being deliberate and direct about this, that he's not just missing words, that they should desist from this, which they have been doing. That there is the he now said that there is between compassion and complicity, that which Gumi and
Okay.
others. Now my question is this: Why did he not mention the name of others? They know all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Even the terrorists, they
Mm-hmm.
knew them. Even the bandits, they knew them. So he had just have
Mm-hmm.
come to Nigerian national television to do to do
Mm-hmm.
the lip service thing they know how to do, to make it look like before the Nigerians that they are working. They are not working anything. They are not doing anything. So this is
Okay.
not the first time they are spending this money. They
Okay.
are spending it everywhere, and see what happens. Nothing happens. Gumi knows that the Nigerian
Mm-hmm.
government cannot do anything. You see the kind of words he has been using on Nigerian government. Even when
Mm-hmm.
they bombed the Sokoto, he saw what he came out to say. What happened? He came out to say that Nigerian governments are looking for trouble because bombing the terrorism will bring more problems on Nigerian governments, and which is happening. And what has Nigerian government? Are they not seeing Gumi? Are they not sitting with Gumi,
Mm-hmm.
having meeting, having discussion with them? Are they not in Castina State? In Castina State, as I speak with you today now, in a particular
Mm-hmm.
one in Castina State, have left their home. They came to warn them that they should live there, and they are living. And what the Nigerian government did? What the Nigerian government did? They did not do anything. The indigenous of that local government have left. The fact that it has left. So the first minister coming to warn Gumi is just like it's a medicine after death. It's not today. And Gumi is still
Hmm.
doing it. They are just making it look
Okay.
like let it look like they are working. They are not doing anything. They know what to
Let,
do.
let's
If
let,
the Nigerian
let's
government
bring our viewers. Let's give our viewers what we're discussing. Those that are joining us. We're talking about the defense minister, Nigerian defense minister Christopher Musa, giving a stern warning to Sheikh Gumi and some other people. They didn't mention the name of those other people, but anyway, he says they are sympathizers of terrorism and banditry, and he classified it as a friend of a thief is also a thief. That they must desist from justifying or excusing those group of people. So, viewers, this is what we are following here now, and BD has given us more light on it. So, BD, what do you think could happen if these people continue? Um, will they be charged or something? Will they be taken to court? Or what do you think could be a follow-up?
charge, who are you charging? You're charging somebody you're sitting, dining, and whining with. Who, no, I don't understand. Who do you want to charge? And he said that
Mm,
this terrorism, this bandit, they are actually driving because of the moral support the Gumi and Co are giving him. And who is Gumi? Gumi is a Asorok constant visitor. Gumi,
mm,
did you hear what he said in one interview? He said that he goes to the bush to sit and discuss with this terrorism. And he doesn't go alone. And he go with police, he go with army. And who are the police? Who are the army? He said it. He wasn't hiding it. He said it. I go with police, I go with army. And the same police and army he goes with come now telling Nigerians that, oh, you have to be careful. We are warning you. Who is deceiving who?
mm,
No, I don't understand who is deceiving who.
mm. Who's deceiving
So
who? Okay,
they should
so
stop treating us as if we
mhm,
they should stop treating
hmm.
us as if we don't see or understand what they are doing.
Who is
Do you
deceiving
understand?
who? Thank you for those utterances. BD, let's crop it up. So because I've done some news updates earlier on, let's talk about federal government withdrawing defamation suit against Senator Natasha the Uduaga, the senator. Finally, charges have been dropped, but were those charges even tangible in the first place? Were there real evidence of charging her? One of the things that is she demarcates Nigeria. She comes out to also she demarcates Nigeria in international space. She also has that allegation of the one which she and the Senate president. So tell us, do you think those charges were worthy enough? And now they've released her. Is that good enough? What do you say?
There was never a case against Natasha. federal government just shamefully decided to accept that they were wrong. You know, in this part of the world, we
Mm,
like to use words to change things, to change narrative. There was never a case against Natasha. The case was actually against uh, Senate President, which federal government bought them themselves. You know, that shows you that Nigeria is a country that has no law. There was a case against the Senate President, an individual. What did the federal government do? It is a country where there is law, there is rule of law. Federal government would have questioned Akpabio, but there was no questioning. Even Natasha said, I have evidence. Did they allow, there was no hearing. They did not even listen to her. This is a lady, a senator, a lady who has a case. They refused to listen to her. They refused to hear her. They refused to even see the evidence she had. But they decided to suppress her. They decided to, silence her. They've now started rebranding her, you know, trying to body shame her. Now, as a senator who knows her right, who knows what she wants, she took that case to international organization. This is what is happening. That is what they called the marketing. But your Senate president who abused a woman, not only her, you remember when that case was going on, about three different women came out to to give evidence of what that
mhm,
same Senate
mhm.
president did to them. Even former NDDC director came out with videos what Akpabio, your Senate president, did to her and how she slapped him. What did your federal government do? They silenced all those and they asked Senator Natasha to come and apologize. It's when they now notice
Mm,
that this lady, in Nigeria, they will suppress you, they will rubbish you when you don't know your rights and you're not strong
yes.
to give in to their rubbishing and to their silencing. When they saw that this lady is not ready to give in, she knows her rights, she knows what she's doing. Then I said, then drop waiting. There is no defamation. They withdraw. There's nothing. It's federal government that is
Mm,
actually defaming Natasha, Senator Natasha. They are the one who are defaming her. They are the one who humiliated her. They're supposed to apologize to Senator Natasha. There's nothing like dropping suit against Senator Natasha. Federal government is supposed to apologize. If it's in a working government, in a working society, they're supposed to apologize to Senator Natasha. I'm not supposed to apologize to her. If somebody brought out a case in a government, you did not listen to her, you did not hear her, she did not even attend the evidence. You are trying to subdue her, silence her, let her whatever thing you want. Now you come out that you withdraw. There's no case to withdraw against Senator Natasha. The case is against federal government and Abobio, as far as I'm
all
concerned,
right.
and what I know.
Didi, you, good talk there. But also during that um, saga, during that period of her life when all of this was happening, one thing that was observed was the women gender didn't support her that much too. They didn't rally around her to give her that moral support. So she was all alone in the fight. It was just few people in number.
No,
Now,
she
when we
was not.
talk about what you're saying, gender equality and all of that, the women gender too, the women folks don't support themselves. So how do
It's
you
not true.
fight this
It's
fight?
not true. I totally disagree
Mm,
to that. It's not true. Many people, the people that were with Senator Natasha were more than the people that were with federal government, and but it wasn't even like the people who were with them. It's people they paid. You remember a particular honorable member from Kogi who came out to claim that Kogi Central do not want Natasha, that they want to recall her. She was not even from Kogi Central. They bought her, they paid her. You remember when the truth were unveiled, she disappeared. They paid her.
okay,
They
okay.
called her. The women from their problem started when
Mm-hmm.
the women from Akwa Ibom State who came to protest against Senator Abadi. You remember busted when they did not pay them the money they promised them to come and protest
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh dear.
The network is really,
Didi, I think
really
we're
somehow.
losing
You
you.
remember when they didn't pay
Yes.
them for going to protest against Senator. And so I can hear you.
Yes.
So all these
Yes.
things was cover up. The federal government were employing people to protest against her. They were employing people to protest against her. The Nigerian government were employing people to protest against her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, BD. Okay. Oh dear. Sorry for that, viewers. BD was giving us some very good views on the federal government withdrawal defamation suit against Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwara. So she said a lot there, if you heard her. And I think on that note, we want to bring today's edition of the International Update to a close. It's been a week of updates. Monday, Between Lines, Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, African Global Update, and today, International Update. So on this note, I want to thank you, those of you that joined, who followed us, watched, and listened. Thank you for following us through the week. We resume again next week with all the news program. So until then, have a beautiful weekend. God keep you, and see you next week. Bye-bye.